Hey guys, welcome back to the Review for Few podcast. I know it's been so long. It's been 2 months. I was only supposed to take a month break, but it's been 2 months because the last episode was like May 9th, May 11th, I think. And yeah, it's the end of July. This episode's coming out. The last week of July, actually. But I miss you guys. I miss doing this. I honestly have fun doing this with or without somebody with me. And if you can't tell, there's nobody with me. But I'm so excited to do this. I just want to like put it out there that your girl is back and better than ever. Um, a few updates. I moved. That's one. Two, I have clips in my hair. So if you hear like a lot of like weird stuff during this, it's because I have the headphones on, trying to hear myself, and then I have these clips in my hair and the ear thing over my ear. It's just, I'm really uncomfortable at the moment, but I'm still gonna kick it. That's just me being me. But yeah, I think that was my only update. Anyways, the Barbie movie came out this past weekend. I didn't go see it. As much as I probably should have seen it, and as cute as it seemed, I'm a Bratz lover. I'm a diehard Bratz lover, and the movie Eve, starring Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan, was the first to do it. Like if I'm gonna it probably wasn't the first, but if I'm gonna think of like a live action Barbie movie, I'm gonna think of that movie. And I recently found out that there was a second one, which I didn't even know about. It obviously wasn't that good if I never knew about it, so I'm not even gonna get into it. But I hope whoever saw the Barbie movie had a fun time. You know, watching it. It's so cute. I keep saying it because I like saying it even though I'm not a Barbie lover. Hi Barbie. It's just you know Barbie brats. They have their own individual name. They're just, you don't say hi brats. It's hi Sasha. Hi Yasmin. Go with the program. But also Oppenheimer came out this past weekend. I don't know why, but I would have wanted to watch that movie. I did not see any of the opening movies this past weekend. I'm not I'm not for going to the movie by myself. And that's given hefty loner. If it's something I'm going to make fun of, I'm going to try my hardest to not do it because I'm just going to clown myself just as much as I'm going to clown the next person. But best believe the next person, oh, I'm drowning you. But yeah, Oppenheimer, it was a take on the atomic bomb, that killed thousands of people. But the movie just seemed so fascinating because it had some really good actors in it that I would have watched it. Maybe one day I'll watch it when it lands on HBO Max. Or if it's, I don't think it would ever be free on Amazon Prime because half the stuff isn't on Amazon Prime. Let's be real. My $15 go to waste every month, but I love it. I love it. It paid off this month since I ordered so much stuff. But yeah, and a lot of people were talking about doing a double feature. It's go see Oppenheimer first, and then you see Barbie to end your day off right. And I'm like, that's solid right there. I think that's good. Thousands of people died. This man was probably attacked to the end of his days because he was the father of the nuclear bomb. Something that killed, like I said, killed a lot of people during the war. But yeah, I hope whoever went to the movie this weekend had really fun time seeing opening movies. I heard Barbie was a good movie, had a good message. I heard Oppenheimer was a good movie. That's all that matters. Now it's for when Monday comes to see who made the most money. Oh, opening weekend. My money's on. I don't know who my money's on because the freaking, what do you call it? The sponsorship for Barbie, all the products. I could not scroll on TikTok, Instagram, or even walk down the street without seeing some type of promo to Barbie. You name it, they were collabing with Barbie. And it's the closer it got to the movie, the more collabs you saw. I don't think I've ever in my 22 years seen a movie so freaking sponsored. It's ridiculous. And I just know that this movie is like worldwide is probably going to be like something people are going to talk about for just the next couple of years, because not only like what was played out in the movie and how it portrayed and like everything going on with this strike between actors and writers and all this stuff going on, but just how much promo went into it. I want to say it's well over. I don't need to know the exact amount. I know it's well over like $1 million, maybe close to $1 billion of how much promo Barbie got for this movie. They had ice cream, cookies, people bought more dolls because of it, clothes, luggage, shoes, hair accessories, phone cases, like everything. Like it's okay for like the onesie twosie promos, but the amount of stuff I saw was like ridiculous. Skincare, I'm like, why would you want Barbie skincare? Like everything pink. Like people already have like, the pink obsession out there, and then for it to be even more pink is like, bruh, are you kidding me? And then it was said that because of Barbie, there was like a pink shortage. And it's like, if there was a pink shortage, I didn't see it, because I'm seeing a lot of pink everywhere. It's ridiculous. I'm a diehard of, I don't like pink. Obviously I'll wear pink in occasions, like very, very rare. But it was just like, okay, they're going all out with this, It's better than the other movies that came out this summer so far. I think Barbie and Oppenheimer happen to be the big talk of the summer. Because, like, when you think about what other movies come out, I think, like, Fast and the Furious. But, like, Fast and the Furious is so overrated. It's not even funny anymore. Like, it's crazy because somebody said it the other day. It's like a superhero movie at this point. Like, Fast and the Furious is no longer Fast and the Furious. I'm going to go on a rant real quick about Fast and the Furious, because I used to love Fast and the Furious. I remember watching it with my dad and my brothers, and I distinctly remember watching the third one, which is Tokyo Drift, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, like, look at the cars, the light under it, like, it's so pretty, it's so cool. Like, it was just such a cool movie when I first saw Tokyo Drift, and I just like fell in love with Fast and the Furious. It was just a really good movie. And then from there, I was like, okay, but you can't really watch a movie. Like, Fast and the Furious is like the place that taught me, like, you can't watch movies out of order, or else you're gonna be out of order. So, like, even though I saw the third one, went back and saw the first and second one, and then I saw the fourth one and the fifth one, and I was just like, okay, this is getting a little bit tedious. And then, like, when Paul Walker died, I think, like, the movie after Paul Walker died, I was kind of like over it. I think the last one I probably like ever watched to its full extent was them in Rio. And then also, I don't know if Rio had to do with the vault in the middle of the street, where they're just pulling this giant bank vault like it's nothing. I don't know if that was it, but I saw that one where like they're in space. It's just, it used to be reality, and then it became a fantasy. It'd have been one thing if it started off as a fantasy and continued being a fantasy, but it started off as a reality, and it just got really, really weird from that. Like, brothers, I think Jason Statham was Vin Diesel's brother or something, and it's just like they both do have bald heads, but them being siblings is like not it. Or no. It was John Cena who's supposed to be the sibling, and it's like, how did you get that? Why would you cast him? Why would you do that? Why would what? And then, but no, Jason Statham was a villain. Which that man is a good actor. I'll tell you what. There's a white man who can act besides Tom Cruise. He's up there. There's a good amount of white men that can act. So I'm not even gonna downplay them and make them feel less than themselves, because there's a lot of good ones. But Jason Statham is a really good actor, and I actually liked him in Fast and the Furious. But Fast and the Furious used to be just this phenomenal franchise, and people still go and see it. And it's like, if you stop and don't pay the money to go to the movie theater and buy your popcorn and sit there, recline your chair back and get all cozy and crunch, and they will stop making it. Or they'll just, they're going to have to stop making it, because they're going to go bankrupt after their next movie. They're going to be broke. They're going to be more broke than people on Skid Row. Like, are you kidding me? It's just stupid at this point, like, what they're doing with movies. Who's ever in charge of Fast and Furious, like, whoever's the director, producer, give it up, guys. give it up. One, the actors are getting older. I feel like they probably want to play other parts, and they just be finding anybody and everybody. I think Cardi B was in one of the movies. I didn't even see it. Don't get me wrong, I love Cardi, but I'm not gonna go watch that. Like, why'd you put Cardi in it? Just for a quick cameo? Like, it made sense when Cardi B was in that stripper movie. She used to be a stripper, and it fit, and she was actually really funny in that movie. Her, Lizzo, they were all real cute and whatnot. But this is where we draw the line. We have to draw the line, because what are you doing? What are you doing? Especially at a time like this when people are like broke off gas. Yeah, we gotta give it up. Yeah, that's my rant on Fast and the Furious, because it's not it. Anyways, Netflix finally did it. You know, they did the whole, hey, you're not in this household, you got to make your own account, in a really snooty way. Even though they literally said that they weren't going to do it in the US, and then like not even a month later, it was like a couple weeks later, that started happening. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? For some strange reason, I live even further away from home now, and I'll like log into Netflix on my phone and whatnot, and I'm still able to like watch. So I don't know how that goes, because I'm not in my mom's house connected to her Wi-Fi. So it's like, weird. It's very, very weird. And then yeah, Netflix did that, but I was still able to watch some good shows on Netflix. By good shows, I mean a good show. They finally dropped season 3 of The Witcher. Yeah. I thought it was supposed to be coming out Christmas, December 2022, like somewhere around there. It didn't drop till July. It didn't drop realistically till June 2023, July, and then the second part of season 3 is supposed to drop later this month, which I'm really looking forward to. But then it's the last time that Henry Cavill, I don't know if I'm saying that right, will play, the Witcher, Gerald, and that they're giving it to like one of the Hemsworth, I think Liam, the one everybody doesn't like. And I was just like, why would you do that? I'd rather you just cancel the show, or like, just put a pause in it. And here's the part that pisses me off. If you watch The Witcher and you like it and you're a fan, I feel very strongly that you're with me on this. Henry, he can't continue doing The Witcher because DC is like, we're going to make another Superman movie, or just whatever movie they're going to make. He plays Superman in the DC universe. So they're going to make another movie. And he was like, I, love you guys, all my heart. I got to go, peace and love. I got a good replacement, all that stuff, pip, pip, cheerio. And then, like, not even, 2 weeks later, it's revealed that DC canceled their project. And I'm just like, you left Netflix, this overrated streaming platform, but this really good show, to go back to DC. That's fine, but you could have put The Witcher on hold. The last season of The Witcher, it's been a minute since The Witcher's aired. So it's like, I could have waited a little longer if you were going to go do Superman. You know what I mean? And then now it's like, you're not even doing Superman, and we still have this newbie about to play The Witcher, about to be Geralt. And it's like, that's not, I can't watch it, because it's like, it's not the same. Like, when I look at Geralt, Yennefer, and Ciri, I'm not going to see that same cute, dysfunctional step family that they are. I'm going to see something that's disgusting, and I don't like it one bit. It just pisses me off, because I'm just like, this was actually one of the shows on Netflix that I really liked. They were actually really good with it. I didn't start watching it till like maybe 2 years ago. Like, the first season had dropped, and then I started watching it, and I was like, oh, I really like this. And then I waited for the second season. Then I watched the second season, and then here I am waiting for the third season. I get this ungodly news. Then the third season dropped. The episodes were so short. I didn't even know it was over, but it was so good. And now you're telling me that you're not gonna come back. You might also just tell me go jump off a freaking cliff, because it's unbelievable that you even say that to me. I'm afraid of heights. I'm terrified of heights. And it's like, I just don't understand. It's such a good show. I'm not going to say it was, because I'm assuming the third part still has Henry playing Geralt. And if it doesn't, oh, Netflix, you're going to get a fat ass complaint from me. Yes, you will. Oh, yes, you will. I'm going to type up an email. I'm gonna send some mail to your headquarters. I'm going to bother you, because what the? Y'all renew the stupidest stuff on Netflix. And then when it comes to shows that people actually like, it's just non-existent. And now that there's this whole writers actor strike, it's going to be a minute before we see good TV. Like, all your shows, kiss them goodbye, because it's going to be a minute. They already pushed back Euphoria. I never watched Euphoria, but they pushed Euphoria back. Abbott Elementary's pushed back. Stranger Things is pushed back. You name it, it's pushed back. It's pushed back. Like, I think Euphoria, for example, wasn't supposed to come out till 2024, 2025. Now it's 2027, 2028. And, like, they were, like, saying how, like, some actors were, like, something about some actors were in their 30s, 20s. They're going to be in their late 40s. And I'm just like, my God, what are we doing with ourselves? Like, oh, pay these people what they want so I could get back to my entertainment. Because if I don't have, like, good shows and movies to review, my podcast is just as dead as the rest of the whole shebangle. And I can't have that happen. What am I going to do? Just rename it? I've invested way too much time, money, and effort into the concept and the content behind this podcast to just give it up. You guys need to get it together. Netflix, when this strike is over, you need to find a way to get Henry to be in Back to the Witcher. And if you don't, I'm not going to threaten you, but because this will be around for like ever. But you guys need to get it together. Get it together and get it together fast. Okay? What other shows came out this summer? Nothing really came out this summer that really caught my eyes. Sweet Magnolias is back on Netflix. I don't know if you ever watched that. It's a really nice show. It's a really cute show. Like when I watch that show, I just have like a nice glass of wine and I'm just, I'm just relaxing, just so calm. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting on The Crown. The Crown is supposed to drop later this year. I can't wait, but who knows? It might just be getting pushed back like the rest of them. Manifest dropped finally, and it ended. It's so weird. I watched the episode of Manifest, and I remember telling myself this afterwards, and I told my friend, because I watched Manifest, and then like 2 days later, I was on a plane. And there was like a little turbulence, and like that turbulence never bothers me. You know what I mean? And then it's like ringing in my head. I'm like, I just watched Manifest, a show about people who theoretically died on the plane / went missing for years. After they had a little turbulence and everything was fine. Here I am on a plane having turbulence. I was just freaking myself out. I was just spazzing out. I was just over it. I was just like, this can't be real. But Manifest dropped. It's been a couple months. I could spoil it for you. If you didn't watch it, I don't know what to tell you. The ending, I was kind of, it's giving, I don't know. It was just like, I don't hate it, but I also don't love it because, in the ending, Zeke had died, right? And in the end, Michaela and Zeke still like kind of end up together. Grace and I forgot what her Grace and Ben, Grace is alive again. But then it's kind of sad because then they don't have their daughter Eden, and it's like I feel like you had all those memories, those like I think it was like 5 years. Yeah, it was 5 years worth of memories with this little girl, and then now, she's gone. And especially for him, since he actually spent the 5 years with her, since Grace was murdered when she was like almost 1 year old. It's just really, really sad and how it all spans out. And I mean, Cal doesn't remember a lick of anything. But all the other passengers do. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I would feel weirded out. It's like you're living in like this deja vu, like this phenomenon type stuff. And, you see Vance and it's like sad because I honestly grew to love him. And then to see him like walk past them like they're strangers, it was just like, bro, what type of ending is this? And then What else happened? It was just all weird. What her name? Angelina. She got what was coming towards her. If she believes in the great divine so much, she would understand why what happened to her, because she really was just a terrible person. She was terrible and she was confused, and I don't blame her completely, but girl, she was just misinterpreting everything. And it's like you gotta do better, mamacita. And she burned to ash. So did some other people. The black guy who used to praise people, I forgot his name, and the guy who used to always steal stuff, they're bonding while on the plane. And that second to last scene was just so emotional. It's just so nice, so cute. I loved it. For a second, I honestly thought like Ben is gonna burn with the rest of them, because how are you gonna forgive the person who murdered your wife, who took the mother of your kids away from them? Like, how do you forgive that? I can't fathom. I feel like if I was ever faced with that, like, you gone, I'm sorry, lock me up, because I can't. But he was like really strong for still saving Angelina and putting her on the plane, even though in the end she departed the earth. And they were like, how, like, oh, like 5 passengers died on the plane or something like that. And I was like, oh, look at that. But it's like this time they're really gone. There is no coming back like they did in the first season. I think it was nice of Netflix to finish off the show, especially since the show got super, super popular. But it's also like Netflix. I think I'm just gonna grow Netflix this whole time. Netflix is so quick to pick up other shows and others. Like, yeah, Netflix is quick to pick up other shows, because Lucifer was not originally a Netflix original, and then they picked that up, and it's like, that's cute and all, but what about the shows that did originate on Netflix that you so just cancel? Like, I'm a cancel. Ew. I don't pay for Netflix, so there's only so much leverage I have over here. And they're still, money making people who have way, more money than I could ever imagine. But if there's one thing I know, it's good TV and good movies, and they ain't giving it. Not the way like it's supposed to be. I'm not loving it. I'm not feeling it. I want to be like McDonald's with a little bit of Burger King. You know what I mean? Like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Have it your way. Like, okay, I will have it my way, and I am loving it. Like, stop playing with her. But I'm not having either of it. And it sucks, especially since I hate Burger King. I don't like food from Burger King. I haven't ate Burger King since I was a kid. But it's like, I just wish I had a cup of ice so I could just shake it so you can hear the frustration that I have towards this. But hopefully, the rest of this year, I can't even say that. Hopefully the writer strike is over and, fair wages are paid towards these writers, these actors, for their work and talent. Because at the end of the day, it's a job, just like any of us go to a job. I mean, imagine being paid. I think the janitor, Mr. Johnson from Abbott Elementary, he showed us like how much their check was, and it was like 3 cents. And I was like, 3 cents? They would have got 3 licks. Are you kidding me? Like, what? And he's like, yeah, I've been part of this like for so long, and now it's like we're fed up, and it's like, y'all have a right to be fed up. And it's like, honestly, I'm going to miss my TV and my Abbott and all my other good shows. But if there's one thing I believe in, it's fighting for what's right. I probably won't fight for it with you. I'm just, I like to, yeah. But like, if you believe something is wrong and it needs to be corrected, by all means, nobody should ever stand in your way. This is America, after all, where it's, the First Amendment is freedom for speech, free speech or whatever. But yet, don't rally, because the police might show up. But it's just weird. It's really, really weird, guys. But hopefully, come next week we have some other stuff to talk about. There's this show on Amazon Prime called Harlem. I've been waiting a minute because you girls, she's going through some stuff. I've been waiting to finish the season, so maybe the second season. So maybe I'll dive into that next week and talk about that and see how that goes. Let's see. I think that's great. See how that goes. School starts back soon for me. Fall semester. Yeah. Your girl's getting educated out here. Yeah, so hopefully next week, you know, something good will come out of these episodes. And then, yeah, the following week is my not so little brother's birthday and my cat. So we'll see what happens. Well, my cat's birthday is week after that, but you get the point. We got a lot going on. The Review for View podcast is back, and we're better than ever. I do have a camera. I just need to buy a cord to plug it into my laptop. And I do not have that cord, so I could take the SD card out. So I can't show you what I'm working with at the moment because it's completely different from what I used to be working with. And I'm happy, and I'm happy, but I'm sad because what I was working with was like amateur hour, but now what I'm working with is amateur hour. But you know, it's all love, and I hope you guys stick around for more episodes and just, you know, continue on this journey of finding good movies and good shows to watch. And like always, you can always send me recommendations of shows and movies and even docu-series. I'll sit through a docu-series. I can't promise I could watch it in one weekend. I might fall asleep, but I'll watch it over time. And, you know, I'll let you know more about it. But until then, make sure you like and subscribe and tell your buddies that, hey, you know that weird podcast with that really weird girl? It's back, you know? And she's doing it all on her own. It's like, yeah, I am. Okay, I'm so weird. Out my ear. Let me take this off. So just, yeah, come on back to YouTube, and don't forget, we're on Apple as well. Go listen on Apple if you want to hear us in your car. If you got an Android, I guess you got to stick with YouTube, because I'm really sorry. Girl not that known like that. Okay? Alrighty. But, like, as always, you beautiful, beautiful people who I don't know and can't see, make sure you smile and smell some flowers. Happy listening, y'all. I don't know about you, but me, I know it's like the middle of the year, but I'm ready for Christmas. That's all I gotta say.